Freiermuth. They say
Absolutely.
Baby Gronk. I don't know
I
if I'm
ag-
seeing this completely,
okay, go ahead.
but I do see. Maybe that's why they call him Baby Gronk because
Yes,
it's not
yes.
Gronk completely, but I see
No,
some tenacity there.
that's Arizona State Gronk.
Yeah,
That's what that is right now.
he's that's a tough comparison. Like no one's gonna live up to Gronk.
No, no, no. Don't think of Gronk
But
at the
that's
NFL level. Think of Gronk coming out of Arizona. I mean, Arizona State.
he was a second round pick.
Like, that's what Pat looks like, though. Like, similar, what, 6'5", 260. He's a legit number one. Can definitely block, can catch the ball. Like, he has everything. Like, his route running, I
actually might be better.
this is my thing.
Right?
I like him as a tight end more than I like Kyle Pitts as a tight end.
Sure.
I like
get what
Kyle
you're saying.
Pitts, though, as just a better athlete. And that's why I said, like, to me, Kyle Pitts should just have ATH next to his name like he's coming out of high school because he's not a traditional tight end. Pat, if this is any other year, Pat is the number one guy right now because Pat is going to be able to play true inline tight end. You could split him out. You could motion him. He could be at the point of attack. He could be on the backside. He could run whatever route you need him to run. He's a matchup nightmare. And in the red zone, he is dominant. Like, this is the guy. Part of me was even like,
we'd have to trade Ebron.
well, no.
I jumped the gun, huh?
No, you wouldn't have to trade Ebron. No. I just looked at it like this. I was like, if this is any other year, or if we did a little bit different in free agency, I could easily be making a case that still should trade up in that second round to get him because he'll be available in the second. I don't think he's going first round.
Yeah.
You don't need him at 24, but you could get him. I feel like around that 40, 45 range. And if you're sitting the Steelers at 55, and this, like I said, not this year because we got to get a running back. We got to go offensive line.
Yeah.
I feel like you're kind of boxed in right now with those two, O-line, running back, and then you can flirt with corner or, if you want to go linebacker, however you want to flirt with those later on. But I just think you got to go O-line, running back, those first two, whichever combination you want. But if that wasn't the case,
sure,
man, I would be over here like, yo, we need Pat ASAP. This is the guy you want. Even though Ebron is here, if you put him with Ebron, now we're talking Gronk Hernandez vibes, right? Not to the same extent because obviously different styles. We don't have that Hernandez quote unquote style player, but think of a two tight end set where you're able to really dominate and run an offense like that. I mean, I would be down for it. You know what I mean? And then even
things would be interesting in the receiver room then.
Right, but you got to think this will only be for another year because after that, Ebron will be gone. And then you go back to running your exotic sets with just your one tight end. So you have the flexibility. Also, you would make Ebron have to play a lot better and more consistent. You can't have those drops now when you got this guy sitting there. When you got that on the side, them drops, that gets old real quick.
I would like getting him to. Whenever I saw him, I was thinking the same thing.
I would too. It's just we have to get an O-line and we have to get a running back. Unless we don't have to get a running back. I mean, the team could say, they could say this. They could say we go O-line at 24, trade up in the second round to get Pat, and then third round you go Michael Carter. Third round fourth round you can go Chuba Hubbard. You go Trey Sermon. You put that guy in the mix with what we already have, upgraded O-line. Then you go O-lineman, and then with your 2 4th-round picks, one of those go O-line as well. Now you still can make it work. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can see it. I'm torn.
I think you'd be most excited if we get him, right?
I would.
You're really pumped.
I would because I love these type of tight ends. I want to because I know what it does to a defense. Not just my position because obviously we played against these guys and they are nightmares. But defensively, when you have to account for a tight, like you would much rather it's a stud wide receiver because you can account coverage wise. You still don't have to like make one-offs for your defense. You don't have to have these wacky matchups where, okay, I want you to cover him, but now you're going to have to be in a bind because if it's a run play, you don't
have to worry about pass and run with receiver. Right. It's just worry about the pass.
Whereas when it's a tight end like this, now I got to ask myself, okay, am I going to go with a big nickel type look where I have a small secondary guy, but I put a DN out here to kind of beat him up a little bit, but now I still got to worry about run fits. I don't like that. Do I go with a bigger body guy, stay base personnel? No, because it's a matchup nightmare. He's going to cook this guy. So now you see, okay, well, do I have a safety on the roster that can really match up with him? Remember, we tried to do Sean Davis against Gronk. In theory, it sounded good until we saw in the clutch moments where it was like, bro, Gronk is a man. And I just remember this. I'll never forget it. I was like, yo, don't even throw the flag. No, he earned that. Yeah, don't throw that flag. He earned that. I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? Certain ones just like, yo, you got that. Yeah, you earned that. Pat yourself on the back. But that's what Pat is. Pat makes you, if you're a coordinator, you're just like, oh, I hate this guy right here because it's going to make you compromise your defense. It's going to make you have to play very uncomfortable, have to do something left-handed that you just don't want to do. But that's what he is. And that's why I'm just like, if he's here with 7 and
Change your
Juju
plans.
went, you see what I mean? Big difference. But I just don't think that they're gonna pass up on O-line and running back in those first 2 rounds. I just don't think they'll do it. Even though I would love if that scenario worked out.
What if you did trade Ebron for like a 3rd round or something?
But I don't want to trade Ebron right now, though.
Okay.
I just personally don't, because I just don't. I personally think
you'd just rather have him on the roster. Even if we drafted him 2nd round.
I like them both together, at least for that 1 year. Especially when I think of pandemic first year, or not even pandemic first year, just the soft strike, no OTAs first year as well. Like, it's just a lot that
just
can
a little bit of a backup.
Yeah, I just want to have it so it's not the full load that he has to bear year 1, day 1 of, all right, you got to be the guy. I don't want that feeling. You know what I mean? But he can accomplish that here with that.
In his 2nd year, potentially.
Mm-hmm. And then next year he takes off, and next year he's the man.
I'd be good with it.
Ebron's gone, Cap's going up, so now we can get even more pieces. Come on, man.
Now we don't have to worry about tight end.
Come on, man.
I'm good with it.
That's your Heath Miller for the next 10 years.
Okay.
Dude, I can see it,
More
man.
athletic, though, too.
Listen. You go Tevin. You can go Tevin. You can go Walker. You can go Elijah at 1 at 24. You trade up to about, like I said, you're going to have to get 40, 45 range. So you're moving up about 10 picks. You're trading up, though, you got to go get him. You get him.
You'd rather trade up for him than a running back?
I personally would. Just because I know I can get a Michael Carter. I know I can get a Trey Sermon. I know I can get a Ramondre Stevenson.
You're that high on him. Like, you're really excited.
Well, put it like this.
I mean, I am too. But
I just feel like his impact is going to be stronger and longer than any of these running backs we're talking about. We said with Etienne, with Najee Harris, best case, you get 4 prime years. We talked about this. We went down. We said, you look at Zeke, you look at Elbow, you look at Gurley. We could go down the list of all these top backs that have set the league on fire. They literally had a 3 to 4 year legit run of dominance. And then after that, they all kind of started to trend down. Some fell completely off that cliff. Whereas with tight ends, you're talking 10 to 12 year. The shelf life is way longer, and we know what a dominant tight end can do. We're still seeing Gronk still be an effective guy, and we know this dude gonna be in a wheelchair, eventually, about just with all the injuries he's dealt with, but he's still a factor. He's still an X factor. Jimmy Graham, nowhere near as athletic as he was when he was in New Orleans, right? But he's still an X factor. Like, it's certain guys at certain positions, just like, bro, this is one of them. And he's one of those guys. So that's why for me, I'm like, I would love it. Then you go get, like I said, a Michael Carter or one of these backs that we've named in that 4th round. Because if you're trading up, you're probably going to have to give up one of those 4th round picks, which is fine. But you got 2 4th round picks. So if you did a combination of something from, like I said, your 4th round pick this year, your 3rd round pick next year, or however you want to do it to move the 10 spots, cool. But then with that next 4th round pick, I get my running back. Then from there, the rest of the draft, all right, I'm going to get me an extra lineman just for the sake of it. I'll get me a linebacker or some type of edge. And then from there, we're going to roll with it, man. That's what I'm feeling right now,
Something to look out for.
It is, man. Yeah.
We got anything else on Pitts?
Because he's a problem, bro.
We kind of talked about Pitts. I don't know if there's anything else. Like, he's going to go, top 5, top 10?
Absolutely. I mean, he's a walk-in matchup nightmare. Rangy, super athletic. I mean, we know what he is. He's only wide receiver by... I mean, he's tight end only by position classification. This dude, he's a beast, though.
Like Plexico Burress, people were comparing him
seriously,
to. But then he was mossing people, too. Like, it was,
He looks like a legit wide receiver.
And what he run? He ran like a 4.4, 4.3
It was
low
4.4s, yeah. Dude's a wide receiver. He's a wide receiver. Listen, if I'm on defense and coach says, hey, we're going to run tight Sammy 33. That's our base cover 3 package, right? And I get to walking out here. And I'm like, oh, coach, wait a minute, baby. That's Kyle Pitts, baby. We need to check this ASAP. Because I should never be walked out on this guy. I should never have to see this guy because he's a wide receiver. That's the type of energy I'm in. I'm over here. I'll probably walk over and rough Butts up like, hey, Butts, come on, baby. What are you doing? You trying to get me fired? I got a wife and kids, plural. Don't do this. This is how you get me fired. This is how you get me out the league,
I'm not trying to look bad on social media.
You know what I'm saying?
Either.
Like, don't you do me like that. Like, stop it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what Kyle is. And any linebacker that matches up against him is going to look like such. It is what it is. Smack your coordinator if he puts you out there. That's all I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
You gotta let him know.
we have multiple strategies. Then it's like you trade up in the second, then we don't have to worry about that tight end in the 4th or 5th round at all. But then you got to worry about running back. So this is a new strategy, though.
But at running back, knowing worst case if it doesn't work out, it's only this year. We still have a committee approach. We could go with Benny Snell, McFarland, Balaj, Samuels, or if you want, no, seriously,
5 running backs.
But no. But like those are the 4 guys, right? That combination, right? Or we talked about you bring in a Trey Sermon, let him compete with Jalen Samuels or Kalen Balaj. You bring in a Chuba Hubbard or one of those guys, let them compete. You just added another element to it, right? But we know at running back, we said the teams that have won Super Bowls, they haven't had a feature running back. No, it's
last
been
year.
By committee. You think about what New England was doing, it was by committee. You think about what the Eagles did, it was by committee.
Tampa.
So we can legit do the exact same
Chiefs,
thing.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I'm saying in terms of why it doesn't necessarily have to be, you picking guaranteed in that second round running back because you have that.
Actually, this goes to your second round tight end thing, though. Think of the Super Bowl teams.
Yeah.
Eagles, Ertz.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs, Kelsey.
We know the Patriots.
49ers were in the Super Bowl. Kittle.
Yeah, Kittle, yeah.
Yeah, Patriots and then Bucks, Gronk, too.
Mm-hmm. I'm serious, man.
I'm
serious, dude.
We finding the secret X factor for these Super Bowl teams.
Who was the tight end? Was Gonzalez the tight end when the Falcons went against the Patriots?
Oh, I don't know if he was still around.
I don't know if he was still there. Who was the tight end down there?
I don't know.
I had to look into that.
He might have been. I don't think he was.
I think he missed it.
I think the stories would have been way bigger about Gonzalez finally potentially getting a Super Bowl ring. I don't remember that.
But
over the past 4 or 5 years, we just talked about some of those teams.
You got to add a tight end, bro. That's an X factor. That's what we were hyped about Ebron, but Ebron still, he doesn't catch consistently enough to be like that. And obviously, there's other little things about his game that, make people just feel a little bit different about him.
Are we missing any Super Bowl teams? Carolina, Greg Olsen.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was prime Greg. He was prime-ish.
It was Broncos. Did they have Julius Thomas still whenever they beat the Panthers?
I don't remember if he was gone by then or not.
Yeah, I don't remember. But, still.
Yeah. But, dude, tight end is a legit position.
Because who the hell was the Broncos running back? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
It was the Panthers running back. Was it a combination of Stewart still?
Stewart, yeah, Stewart was
but
down
still,
there.
I mean, he wasn't like a top 20 running back at that point. It might be tight end. The secret formula.
Serious, dude.
We might have just found it out.
Tight end, man. Because it's a matchup nightmare. Like, as a D coordinator, you hate athletic, rangy tight ends. You hate them. Because it's nothing you can do with it. You're going to have to put, like I said, you're going to put yourself in a bind somewhere. And if that team has a running back that, okay, he can legit run that rock, then you're screwed. Yeah, it just, you can't stop that. You're going to be asking this safety or this corner, this nickel to have to play 4 down linebacker as well as cover this freaky athlete. Like, that's not what they're built for, man.
I'm all about it now. I just talked myself into it. You've talked me into it,
man. I'm all in.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm all in, man.
Okay.
We want the tight end.
Freiermuth is on the board now. Like he's
the guy, bro. I want him. I'm sorry, I want him, man.
Yeah,
I'm just throwing it out there, bro.
I'm into it now. Yeah.
He's gonna be available in that second round. He's gonna be available around that 40, 45 range. He'll be there.
Okay. We'll watch for it.
Will they trade up? I don't know, but I would totally do it. And like I said, Michael Carter, I'm looking at him because I say what
he was in our top 5. He was 4 for both of us.
So out of the running backs that we currently have, what are we missing?
Yeah, it could be him and Snell, maybe. Yeah,
right. We thought McFarland was going to do that. He really didn't that first year. But I've already said I feel like Michael Carter could come in, man. He could be your punt returner.
He's way smoother than McFarland too.
Way smoother. Can actually like run like because we said McFarland's like the road runner. It's like his feet just keep and he slides out everywhere, man. But with Michael, he looks like he's just always under control.
Yeah.
Even though he's small, he doesn't really take shots. You hardly ever see him just get hit. Like, I would love it, man. Like, if that's how the top 3 picks worked out, where it's Tevin, and then it's Pat, and then you get Michael in those first 3, in terms of Tevin Jenkins, the tackle out of Oklahoma State, Pat Freiermuth, the tight end out of Penn State, and then Michael Carter, the second running back out of UNC. If those are our top 3 picks, I'd be good.
Okay.
I'd be good.
Okay.
I'd be good. I'm telling you, I'd be good.
Back in that Super Bowl contention then, huh?
Oh, yeah, we'll be talking.
Okay.
We would definitely be talking.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
Because even more so with this, with Pat at tight end, I don't have to worry about Ben having to stretch it to a wide receiver. Stretching the field with the wide receiver is different than stretching the field with the tight end, just in terms of their route concepts and stuff like that. But we said Ben is still fired intermediate to short. He's not losing that. It's the deep ball that we're worried about. With Pat, man, he's gonna kill you on that intermediate. He's gonna destroy anything in there. And then every once in a while he could take the shot deep, which would be fine. But as a whole, I just think that it makes the offense, it would be more dynamic. And I think Matt Canada would love him. Mike Canada, he would blast with him.
Sweet, I'm pumped now.
But how do you feel? I mean, that's a Penn State guy. You're really talking up a Penn State guy. I thought it was hell to Pitt, man.
It is, but I mean,
he said it is.
It is, but hey, once you join the Steelers, all that's out the window. All yeah, right. I don't give a shit.
All right, just check because like for me, like if you're a William Murray guy, like I still got an issue with you. Like,
oh, okay.
Being Coach Tomlin, it's like I like you, he likes me, but it's like I don't like him, he doesn't like me because he's a William Murray guy. I'm a JMU guy. Like, yeah, if I see a Richmond Spider, I'm just like, bro, I almost lost like my best friend recently. He started coaching for my rival team, Richmond. I'm like, bro, like you my dog, like love you, but I don't talk to you right now because you with them. What are you doing? Who are you? You know what I mean? Like it's just certain ones like that. Yeah. Things. So hearing a Pitt guy talking about a Penn State guy with all this smile, all this, you giddy over there, man.
I see him helping the Steelers. That's how I do it. Yeah.
Okay. And shout out to I'm gawking a Penn State guy, knowing that they ain't even offer me.
They shut you down.
They shut me down. Joe Paul looked me in the eye, poked by the glass. Hey man, I really like what you did out there. You look great, man. You're flying around. Good work. It's a pleasure to meet you. Say, huh? No. You skipped that part. I meant thank you, right? Thank you. I'll accept the scholarship. No, that's not what you're saying. Yeah. So you know how I feel about Penn State. You know what I mean? But it's like, dang, like this dude is nice though, man. He's legit.
Baby Gronk. That'd be sick to have on the Steelers.
I would love it.
Yeah.
I'm for it. Like I said, he has my vote, man.
Okay. I'm down too. Yeah.
I like it, man. So shoot.
Is that all we got?
That is, dude.